Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to Whispers of the Soul. Welcome to the family. Today we are here to connect with the energy of the message you are waiting for. For this reading, we are going to have two piles, and these piles are pile number one and pile number two. Pile number one represented by the owl, pile number two represented by the butterfly. Pick the pile that you feel most connected with before we start our reading with pile number one. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. So if you connect to the pile number one, the message that you were waiting for. The first thing that is coming in here, connecting with the energy of the owl, it's all about inner knowing, something that you already know that is about to happen, but it will materialize in the physical realm. So whatever it is, there is an energy of me in here saying that it's not a surprise, but still is a surprise. So what we have in here is you knowing, but not knowing the way it's going to unfold. And this is just the energy of the owl coming in here to say that there are big chances of pile number one being deeply connected with their own energy, which is telling me there that in far in advance, you're able to know what is coming ahead. If that's not your case, the message in here would be, it is important for you to tune in with your higher self and work and filter your intuition, because the energy that goes there, it's extremely powerful, it's extremely high, but it's important for you to be in a good place as well, for you to be able to align with it. So it's all about you knowing that there is something about to manifest in your life, but it's important for you to be in tune with your higher self, with your true color, with your true self. And this in here will go back to the energy of intuition. If you tune with your intuition, there is an element in here of not being surprised and still be surprised. So there's a lot of energy in here surrounding this file with manifestation. The need of you knowing that you're able and capable of manifesting what you want as long as you do the work. So this was one of the first messages in here waiting for you. So let's reveal the cards and see what else we have in here. So you have the energy of the desert passage, view from above, and stepping into your power. Trust there is a divine plan. Get the big picture. You are strong beyond measure. So what we have in here is the message you are waiting for, is the support that the universe has available for you, and you knowing how to touch that energy, how to deal with that energy, how to work with that energy. So right now, the energy that is surrounding you is that you are in a place where you don't know, but you still know. And that goes in tune with the energy of the desert passage. Trust there is a divine plan. And this is what you have. A journey that is unfolding. There's nothing in front of you, but in that same place that feels like it's empty, there is something growing. So what we have in here is the need for you to get a big picture of what is surrounding you. Once you do that, you'll be able to step into your power. And this is what the universe wants you to know. That what is waiting for you in the near future, it's an amazing opportunity that haven't unfolded physically, but it is manifesting spiritually. So be prepared in advance. And how do you do this? It's like the premonition of the weather. You don't wait for let's put it this way, the weather, they do weather forecast, isn't it? So they do a forecast in advance. The probabilities for that to manifest are really high. But the chances as well for a change in the atmosphere, it is present. So this is what we have in here. You training yourself to be able to forecast the future and still be ready and prepared for whatever manifests in your life. But in the end, rest assured and know that you are in the right place at the right time. So whatever comes in is meant to be. We have the energy of the Knight of Cups, the energy of the Star, and the energy of the Wheel of Fortune. We have two major arcanas in here, and this Knight of Cups for me is almost like a knight transforming into a king that will transform in an emperor, and by the time you arrive in there, it's all major arcanas in here. So what we have in here with the energy of the Knight of Cups, okay, it's already someone powerful. And what we have in here, it's like you moving forward towards the other side. There's the energy of the word that is coming is trespassing, but it's not in a negative way. What I see is you jumping into a completely new journey, new energy, new world, and knowing that this world was meant to be. It's like something magnificent it's coming. You always knew that you were meant to be great, but that greatness is sitting in the future while you are projecting it in your present moment. So right now, you are creating your future, and your future is already looking at you almost like saying that, actually, I don't need to be created. I'm done and completed. I'm just waiting for you. In the moment that we meet each other, you're able to embrace this energy. You're able to embrace this gift. Whatever it is, pile number one, there's one energy in here that keeps coming as like the message you are waiting for is that you're going to be extremely successful in whatever you choose to do. But you need to be willing to do the work. And here, it is the hard work. The hard work, the one that you can't see, but you can feel, is all about your intuition. Is all about your inner knowing. Is all about your inner wisdom. And this is why the howl came since the beginning, calling your attention that whatever you're looking for, it's inside you. It's connected with you. But you need to align with it. So let's see what else we have in here. We have the path. We have the garden. And we have the key. Choices, decisions that need to be done by you. No one else. Someone will come into your path. They will support you. But last word is always yours. So pile number one. The future that you want to create is already waiting for you. But it all depends on your present moment. And in here is all about taking the opportunities that are coming into your path and learn to deal with your emotions and balance your choices and your decisions. Once you do that, you will be able to align with what is really meant to be for you and work for you in your greatest favor. What is ahead of you is great. What is ahead of you is powerful. And what's coming, it's you stepping into your power. By recognizing and knowing that you are stronger beyond measure. But for that, there is a lesson between you and your dreams. Is to learn to see things from above. Once you learn to do this, which is tuned in with your intuition, you will learn to have a bigger picture of whatever is meant to manifest, regardless of it becoming reality or not. But for that, you need to be aligned with the energy of this card of Desert Passage. Because this card of Desert Passage comes to say, even if it seems that life has areas of barrenness, beneath the surface, life is transforming in accordance with your highest good. Trust that you are guided, even if it doesn't always seem like it. There are spiritual guides, allies, and angels surrounding you. Listen with your heart. Act on your instincts. Believe that the messages you are being given are in your highest good. Get down to basics. Trust what you feel. The desert path can seem like a vast wasteland, yet it is in the isolation that immense insights and intuition can emerge. In times of old, sages, oh, can't say it, sages and visionaries retreated into the desert to connect more deeply with spirit. If in the past you trusted your instincts and then later it seems to be a mistake, don't let, don't let that keep you from trusting your intuition now. Often, those things that we thought were mistakes in the past, in the inside, were the best things possible for us. Really interesting pile number one is that I had to stop reading because I was feeling like I can't even read, pretty much. And what do I needed to do? Turn on the light so I can see clearly. Because really, I do have the glasses, but with the light off, I couldn't see. And this still applies to you. You need to turn on the light, and that's important for you. And for you, your light, it could be internal light. Whatever it is, there is something that is needing more clarity. But you need to trust that universe is giving you all the tools. And some of them, it's nothing major. It's a simple energy of what happened to me right now. Switch on the light. You will be able to see clearly and therefore be able to read better. And this is that energy of being able to commit mistakes and still know that they are the right one because they will take you to the right place. So going back to where I feel that I need to restart reading. In times of old, sages and visionaries retreated into the desert to connect more deeply with spirit. If in the past you trusted your instincts and then later it seemed to be a mistake, don't let that keep you from trusting your intuition now. Often, those things that we thought were mistakes in the past, in the hindsight, were the best things possible for us. As you open to your intuition, you will sense messages from and the loving presence of your spirit guides and ancestors. There is a potent plan for your life. Trust. This is the message you are waiting for. This is the message for people connected with pile number one. Thank you so much for your presence. Looking forward to your next video. So if you connected to pile number two, you chose the energy of the butterfly. The first message that is coming in here, tuning in just with this object that you chose, is that it's really easy to understand the energy of the butterfly because it's all about transformation. But there is something else that is coming in here for you. It's all about information as well, because information can transform. So whatever it is all about learning to see one thing and understand all possible meanings that can come and change your world. So for certain people, the energy of the butterfly is coming in here to say information is power and power is information, and that is important for you. So for certain people, the message you're waiting for, it's an information, it's a message as it comes to be. It's a message that is meant to come into your life and is going to change it, is going to improve it, is going to have a great effect in your life. And whatever it is, it's all about you listening and learning to know how to use this information that is about to flow or to come into your path. But let's reveal the cards and see what else we have in here. So you have the energy of faraway places, discovering truth, finding sanctuary. Get ready for new horizons. You stand in the light of the truth, opening to your spiritual source. So what we have in here is the message that you're waiting for. It's coming to advise you It's interesting because what I see in here, pile number 2, give me just a second because I feel that there is something in here that is not connected with the, I would say with the, it's not that it's not connected with the topic, but there's something in here. I will put it in this way and I hope it will make sense. There is a message that's not related with the past, but you will have a great influence in your past. Whatever it is, it's like what I'm picturing in here is like someone has a problem. They think that this problem comes from the, let's say, from the past life, but actually it doesn't come from the past life. It comes from your future. And this is because your future might pick up at some point a message from, let's say, from your present, from your past, isn't it? In here is a tiny bit tricky because what we have is that the information is going through the channels of time and they are arriving at a later time. It's like a projection that has been made but needed to go back instead of being reprojected, if it makes sense. So thinking that your problem is caused by your past is not. It's caused by your future through your projections. And I hope this will make sense. It's going to be a tiny bit tricky, a tiny bit difficult for certain people to absorb this information. Nevertheless, it will find you in the right moment at the right time. Even if you listen to this today and it doesn't make any sense at all, that's okay. When the right time comes in, you will be able to take on board and recall these words in here and pretty much tune in by. There's an energy in here of, when things make a click and the dots are starting to connect. This is what this is what I'm feeling in here. This is what's going to happen. It's like a web. Yeah, connecting the dots, the lines. Right now, the line is telling you that the problem is in the past and that's it. But once you start journeying, walking, traveling, you will start seeing that it's not about the past. It's about the future that was created in a past moment where things weren't the way you wanted. It's like you changed, and whatever you wished for in the past, you can't even recall it, but it's not aligned with your future anymore. So, pile number two, sorry. Now that all this information came in, okay, I'm going to trace back all my words and try to bring in here a more clear story. There is a soul in here. In the present moment, you are feeling at the best. But whatever happened in the past, you did project and manifest certain changes in your life that weren't aligned with what you feel. So let's say in the past, you were struggling, and whatever you were projecting, you are asking less from the universe. It's almost like saying the universe, look, the only thing I want to is to get out of this problem and not worry at all. And right now, you got out from the problem, but you can't imagine a better future. Why? Because you only projected to get away from the problem. You didn't project that energy of, I want to get away of this problem, I want it to cease to exist, and I want to bring something new into my life in this particular way. So you weren't vocal for certain things. And for other people, unfortunately, in a moment that you're feeling afraid, alone, upset, you might have verbalized something that was meant to come into reality or came into reality, and you feel like, this is not my dream. This is not what I wished for. And this is where the universe comes in and say, you did wish this once upon a time. But because you were in a place that you weren't feeling your greatest, you forgot that words that do travel through time. And unfortunately, this one did travel through time. And although I'm using the word unfortunately, it's something that will turn out nicely. Why? Because you will recognize the impact you had in creating your own life. By starting to pay attention to your own words, it's like you made your life difficult, you start having a difficult life, and now you're realizing that there is no need for it. Why make life difficult if you can just go with the flow? So another example that is coming in here, and this might be more simple, is that there is a lot of people in pile number 2 that thought that they need to work hard, they need to be extremely responsible, hard-working people because life is difficult and everything you have to get has to be through hard work. So pretty much what you're doing right now, it's hard work. But what you're starting to realize that it doesn't have to be hard work. It can be more simple, more flexible, more aligned with what you really are. A person of peace. A person that knows that life doesn't have to be a constant struggle. Life can be easy. Life can be happy without too much stress. And this is where I can feel that the energy is readjusting. It's you coming to reality that for create your life, life had to be hard and you need to work hard for getting everything. And now you're starting to realizing that no, I am in a better place. And the place where I can manifest the best of life without too much work. And this is where we have the future sending back your previous wishes, aligning it with your present wishes, and after sending it back again. In this case, it's like the universe is sending you back the wishes that you've done that weren't aligned with your truth, allowing you to repair it, and after prepare it and give it back, and then project it in a nicer way, a way that will take you far away, but always in connection with your truth, with your own peace. So this is the I wouldn't say, I'm going to use the expression, this is the first energy that came in, but it's not the first. This is another message that came in, and I think now you're able to go back and connect with these energies of faraway places in a more specific way. Okay, so the message that you were waiting for is that you are going far away, but you need to be in peace with yourself, and being in peace with yourself is accept your truth, that your reality has changed and now you are in a better place, a place where you don't have to work hard, but probably smarter ways, and in a way that you can transform your life due to the informations that you've been receiving, due to new power that you have acquired, due to the new way you see the truth, you see the life, and the way you position yourself. It's a more lighter way, it's a more flexible way, it's a more loving way. And this is what really matters, is that you are in a new place that will take you far, far away. So we have in here 7 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Is interesting because it's all about trusting that your emotions were right, and and now recognizing that they weren't so right. They weren't aligned. Let's put it this way. You have the right heart, you have the right mind with the wrong actions. And now what you have is the right actions, the right mind, and the right emotions. And all of them together are making your life much easier, pile number 2. Because this energy of the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Wands, it's pretty much making a lot of effort to get what makes you feel happy. And now it's like whatever you discovered in your journey, because what we have in here with the energy of the butterfly as well is that life is an experience, life is a journey, isn't it? So all these things, that all these informations you've been gathering through your experiences through your life, they are supporting you now to see life from a different perspective. As you do that, you realize that You don't need to work hard for what you love. You just need to do what you love, and work will unfold behind you. Things will just manifest. We have the energy of the mountain pretty much in your pile number 2. I feel that there's not too much for me to say in your reading because it's all about you positioning yourself in a more flexible way. Because even the mountain is coming in here to say you used to be extremely hard on yourself. It's nice to have you around as a person that is really hard working. You do stand for your truth, you do stand for your values, but it's almost like everything has to be a battle, and there's no need for it. And this is what we have in here. There are different ways of being happy, and one of them is not about being miserable because you have to fight for everything. Fighting sometimes doesn't mean things need to be difficult. Fighting sometimes means I choose to see life in a different way, in a way that is lighter for me and works. And that's your battle through the energy of peace. You have the energy of the boat and you have the energy of the woman. So, pile number 2. You came far, far away, and this is because this energy of the woman in here is all about transitioning. You'll be in a position where you're looking into your past, evaluating your future, and asking yourself, was it really worth it? Yes. Do I need to do things in the same way? No. So what we have in here is someone actually changing, evolving, transforming. So if I look to these cards in here, what I would say is the message that you're waiting for is that the difficulties that used to be part of your life, they will cease to exist because you learned your lessons. Your mind was pretty much blocking you, and now you realize that you can control it through your emotions. You balance your thoughts, you balance your emotions, you balance your life. This Pioneer might have struggled through the energy of thoughts, okay? Because we know that thoughts do create your reality. And if you really have the time to stop and think how many thoughts do cross our mind in a second, it will be unbelievable the energy that flows in there, be it negative or be it positive. It's so many things happening at the same time. If the universe was able to take everything on board, by this time probably you'll be carrying a mountain in your back. And thanks Lord, what we see in here is that the universe doesn't take everything that you say. They do filter. Whatever managed to go through, it might have happened through repetition. Repeating, repeating, repeating. And sometimes we do that. We repeat certain words that are not meant to be. And these are the ones that tend to form and crystallize and materialize. But what we have in here, pretty much pile number 2, there is good news in here, is that that energy of crystallization of thoughts are disappearing. See it like a rock of salt under the water. It's about to just go away, to disappear from your life and allow you to restart from fresh. So there's no need for you to work as, I don't know, the only person in the world. It's like this pioneer is carrying the world in their back, and there's no need for it, okay? So what we have in here is that from now on, your life is going to change. And this is because you've learned to stand in the light of the truth. You open yourself to different information. So we have in here someone that arrived in a particular moment in their life where they had to stop, look back, and ask themselves, is this right? And you took it from there. You prepared yourself. Of course, this is a continuous journey, isn't it? But what I can see right now is that you are in the right place. And what is important for you is to know that whatever comes ahead for you, you need to make sure that you are at peace. If you are not in peace, you need to choose your truth. If you are at peace, just go with the flow. So before we wrap up your reading pile number 2, if you feel that you're not in this place where you're ready to move towards your future, a better one, my advice would be retract, find your sanctuary, and connect with the higher source. Once you do that, stand in the light of your own truth and choose the path that is meant to be for you. Once you do that, you'll be able to get ready for new horizons and go to far away places. Because the message that was waiting for you is the confirmation that definitely you will be going far away in your life. For certain people, it's like saying you will definitely reach that number of countries that you wanted to know in your life. So be ready, because you will be able to travel, enjoy, and have fun. So, coming from this energy of faraway places, get ready for new horizons. The message for you is stop playing it safe. Get ready for new horizons and change in your life. A journey is coming. It might be to foreign lands or faraway places, or maybe a inner shift that changes your destiny. It's all beneficial. Sometimes we can feel wobbled when we are not in our normal surroundings. However, you are safe and protected. Good fortune ensures. Part of the glory of travel is stepping out of old habits, routines, and the repetitiveness of everyday life. It can feel daunting, yet in no small way your life is a daunting, yet in no small way your life is a spiritual voyage. Change is coming. Things are not as they seem. There are no wrong turns. Every adventure and misadventure is part of the course. You are on a pilgrimage. Pilgrimage? I can't say this. Today must be the really worst day for me to read. You are on a pilgrimage of the soul. Let me put it this way: you are in a journey of the soul. Keep your metaphorical bag packed. Some unexpected experiences are ahead. Be ready for anything. The joy of travel is that you can begin to experience the everyday as you are seeing it for the first time. Nothing should be taken for granted. So stand in the light of the truth and discover your life, the life that you want to create, the one that you want to live in. It's time for you to actually step into your power as well, because you are ready to manifest a new life, a new opportunity, a new journey. This is the message for people connected to pile number 2. Thank you so much everyone for your presence in here. Looking forward to see you next video. Bye.